there's times when our fear and our complaining is almost an embarrassment to God. It's like an insult to him, as if he's not dependable. Come on, he's not a man that he should lie. He don't make promises he can't keep. His arm ain't too strong that ain't too weak that he can't deliver. What is he doing? He's using the record of his former faithfulness to stir up faith that he will move on their behalf again. He's using the record of their former faithfulness, to stir up in them faith that he will move again. Now I want you to put the verse back up there. I want you to see something in the verse. Okay? He says, who brings forth chariot and horse, army and warrior. They lie down, they cannot rise. They are extinguished, quenched like the wick. I want you to stare at the verse very carefully. He's talking about something that happened thousands of years before he spoke to them. Yet all of the tenses in the scriptures right here, all of these verbs are present tense. Why is he talking about a past event with present tense verbs? Why is he talking about a past event with present tense verbs? Why is he doing that? Right? He says, who brings chariot forth? Why is he doing that? He's speaking to them about something in the past, and he's using present tense language, trying to invoke their memory about something that happened so far in the past that they forgot. And then watch what he says, who brings forth chariot and horse. Who brings forth chariot and horse? God did. Said, preacher, I don't get it. He's trying to remind them, Pharaoh didn't send that army. You saw the drama and you thought it was the devil. God said, I'm the one that sent the army after you. This is deep. Are you telling me that God actually engineers drama at times in our life? For what reason? I've learned that sometimes God will let things fall apart in our life to push us down pathways we otherwise would never choose for ourselves. It's like, I have something better for you over here, but you're so comfortable right here. I know you're not gonna move right here, so I'm gonna shipwreck this whole thing around your life to push you to the better thing that I have. Now, it doesn't look better to you because all you're thinking about is Egypt. And the wilderness on the other side don't look that pretty, but you don't even know the promised land I got waiting for you on the other side. And since you don't have the courage to move, I'm gonna just let this whole thing fall apart right here to push you to what I have over here. Sometimes God would stir up enemies just to show you how he can vindicate you. How can he prepare a table for you if there's nobody on the other side to watch you eat? How is he going to prepare tables for you? I'll prepare a table for you in the presence of... How's he going to prepare a table with nobody on the other side to watch you eat? He don't want you to eat in silence. He wants you to eat in the presence of your enemies. So he got to bring them sometimes to the table. They get in proximity of your life. Not to hurt you, but so that God could get glory out of the circumstance. God, how could you allow this to happen? I'm using this setback as a stepping stone to push you to something better. Man, I just wish I could grab some of you and shake you by your shoulders. That's some of the things, man, that bring tears right now in one season. God is trying to use to push into a blessing in a new season. Some of you got family that turn their back on you, friends that turn their back on you, opportunities that closed on you. Man, and we can cry for just a little while. But for some of you, I'm just telling you, yo, it's not the devil that did that. It's God that allowed that because he's trying to push you to something better that you can't even see. He's trying to get glory out of your life. You see, I know what y'all want because y'all Americans. No, I know what y'all want. I know what y'all want because y'all Americans. Because we listen to garbage teaching, so I know what you want. You want a Christian life with no problems. No drama, no challenges, no obstacles, no hardship. So the minute something pop up, you think you've done something wrong, God is not good, what's going on? That's what we want. We want a flight with no turbulence. I'm older than the majority of people in my church. Let me just tell y'all something, because I got a few gray hairs. When you mature, one day you're going to look over your shoulder and you're going to stop just dancing around for some blessing that God gave. Oh, y'all love blessing. Man, I take my little gray hairs, my 2 little gray hairs in my bed, and I look over my shoulder. I say, Lord, thank you. I would have never got out of that on my own. You allow that whole thing to fall apart to push me to where I am right now. I would have never got out of that relationship on my own. They were abusive and manipulative and taking advantage of me. I would have never walked out of that on my own. You allowed that whole thing to fall apart to push me to where I am right now. God, man, I love cold weather. I hate the South, but you let things fall apart in New York to push me into the place where my ministry was supposed to be born. I'm just talking for me now. God told his people, I sent that army. I made them come after you. I allowed you to be in a circumstance where you almost thought you had no hope. I'm the one that put you in a jam and waited till 11:59 to come through for you. So watch, he's taking credit for the jam that he put them in. Pause. I wonder how many jams you put the devil's name on that God was really working in that moment. Somebody just take a second and thank God for jams that were divine. Somebody just thank God for some divine jams. Like, let's take that credit back from the devil, because he don't, but somebody just thank God for some divine jams. My back was up against the wall, but God, you did that so you could get glory out of my life. I want to tell you what the Holy Spirit said to me when I was reading this passage, because I only got 2 more verses and I'm done. Because I'm a complainer sometimes. Anybody else? Nobody? I'm the only one. Feel like, yo, I pray, I give faithfully, I help my brothers and sisters, I'm always texting and encouraging other people, I'm trying to love my wife and my kids. Anybody know where I'm going with this? I'm trying to do everything I know to do, and still I keep ending up in these jams. Like, surely, for the man of God, surely, for the man of God, I shouldn't be having to go through what I'm going through. Like, you get prideful in your piety. Philip, if I would go through such lengths as to part an ocean, what will I not or cannot do for you? Selah. I just need somebody. I'm speaking to every problem in this room. Yeah, let me not talk to you, because you masking that with your hair's dope and face is dope. Let me talk to the problem you're facing. If God will go through such lengths as to part a body of water, what cannot or what will not he do for you when there is an obstacle standing between where you are and his perfect will for your life? Now you talk to your problem. You see, when you stack up what you're going through up against Yahweh, it don't seem that big anymore.